from people from last piece before that. It's a great pleasure to talk with you about this. Well, the new band, your first album, your debut album, and more things related to the metal world. Starting with the question, how have you been during these crazy times?
Hello,
Because
Javier. It's very nice to meet you and speak to everybody. How was the time? It was complicated. We have our first album, and não sei.
I think I didn't understand your question. You asked me how was our time?
so how have you been during this
Okay, yeah.
during these crazy times? Because we're in the pandemic, you are start a war as a
Okay. We started the band in 2019. Yeah, and then the pandemic came and the lockdown, and it was hard times for us. But we tried to play, rehearsal the more we could, and be together, and we worked for this album, and it's out. It was out in February, so.
Now
it's been okay now because we're starting to play, and it's a nice weather and there's no lockdown anymore.
In the case of your Javier, you're saying about the war. You mentioned
war.
No,
it's in general, just in general.
Okay. Yeah, we don't like war. we like to do war in our way, in our beds, in our something, but we don't like war. They are killing people, and that is awful. We don't agree with that.
Okay, yeah. So how? Now let's piece before that is a new band run right now. So can you introduce the band with this new album, with this your first record, because you're a new band now?
Yeah. So I'm Edgar. I'm Edgar Alves. I'm the vocalist from the last piece before death.
I'm Pedro, the guitar player. We started the band in like I said, in 2019.
Yeah. So it's a new band, really.
So we got a bass player, Eduardo, and João Gama on the drums, and it's a new band. Yeah, we had more experience from other bands in the past, but
we came from Portugal. We came from Portugal, Javier, and we came from 94. My first concert was in 94 since a musician. So we're doing something on the music in Portugal. So this is our new fucking band. Yeah, and it's been crazy, It's been crazy. It's been really well. The way we make music, we do shows, and the smiling of the people, the feeling that the people that see us. It's crazy, man.
What he's trying to say, it's a restart for us as musicians. This band.
Okay. When I've been listening your first album, like self-titled album, last piece before that. So how do you resume? How do you resume all the influence that you got on that record? Because I heard a lot of groove metal, a lot of thrash metal, a little alternative. So it's a lot of mixtures into there. Many people think that you play groove metal in some ways, but how do you describe exactly the music into this first album?
We'll avoid to describe our sounds and our influences, but it's like we've been listening to music all our lives, and we just play naturally whatever we like.
We don't fix the. We like to people that hear us could say is her or she opinion. Each one should have his own opinion. In matter of music, we combine ourselves that saying, okay, we're gonna play until these things make sense and the sounds good and people could sing it, feel something about the music that we made. So let's
don't think too much about it.
Yeah.
We try to go with the flow.
Yeah, totally.
It's natural for us.
Okay, and what are the main influences that you have for this new album?
This album, I think it has Prong, our album, the influences for me, it's Strapping Young Lad, Prong, Pantera, my favorite fucking band for all fucking time. I say this and you?
I don't know.
And I like Faith No More. You like Faith No More, Javier?
Yeah, I like Faith No More, yeah. My part, yeah.
I always thought we could play some old school riffs like Sepultura and Slayer did in the past, you know, like trying to be simple but effective, not very modern metal, you know, more old school bands, Carcass. But we really can't say because the music, it changes from music to music, from song to song.
Yeah, when we compose, until now we don't have a plan of doing like this style or that style, and it really works for us.
Okay. One question that I love to ask, because why the name? Why do you select this this large name, last piece before that? Because when I read for the first time, I think that you are a metalcore band or deathcore band, because usually these large names more related to the metalcore or deathcore scene, not from like groove or death metal scene or class in general.
Yeah. It's you.
Oh, the name was something like last piece before that means like a last opportunity for us.
Before that, yeah.
Yeah, you know, death is like symbolic. It's like it's not our death, but it's like maybe the end of our careers or something. So it's like one last opportunity for us. It's that the kind of meaning for the name. It was funny and it wasn't supposed to be the name of the band. It was just a temporary name, but we embraced it, and some people like, some people hate, but we don't care.
It's I think it's
dirty enough.
Yeah, it's dirty and it's relevant. It's you know, for me, last piece for that, it's different, and it means something different. Okay, I'm going to do the last piece before I be dead. You know, like I'm going to do something, man. So it represents a kind of movement for me. Represents a kind of movement, a kind of will. Well, just give it up, fuck it up.
Yeah, that's right. And what is
exactly kind of what metal's supposed to be, man? Javier, metal supposed to be like funny, dangerous for us. I think metal is surprising, extreme, man. Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Not very serious,
but not very seriously. Yeah, doing this in funny way, you know.
And the bands take music very seriously. I don't know. This music is a thing to be fun.
Yeah, totally.
Great. And what kind of content do you find in your cover art? Because it's a very tricky cover art that I try to resolve a lot of political stuff, and I think war stuff, so religion stuff. So it's very difficult to attach in some way.
Yeah, it's a Kaizen V work. It's a Portuguese girl that is on Barcelona, you know. And
in Barcelona, yeah.
She lives in Barcelona, so it's called Kaizen V. It's a really big artist, you know. I see her works, and we're really proud to be that her work was on our work. You know, the mix, I think, for me was perfect. Was really well. For me, I'm fine.
It's very interventive in history. It's like historic intervention. I don't know how to explain, but you can somehow feel that it's what can I say? It's historic because she uses classic images and she cuts and pieces of paper and glues them and makes some montage. I don't know. And it's strong, and our music is like thrash metal was always against something, or was somehow interventive in society, and I think there's a good relationship between her work and our music. So.
Okay. So, now Portugal is in I bring in now a great bands like you with new staff, with new records. So, what do you remember from the old staff from Portugal? Because Portugal and then in the 80s and 90s doesn't have a huge scene at that time. I think I just remember just 3 or 4, or at least five bands from the 90s to now.
Yeah, Moonspell, Ramp. You know Ramp?
No, I didn't know. I don't
we
know.
were playing with them today.
Yeah.
Moonspell, a Sacred Scene,
Sacred
maybe.
Scene, yeah.
Sacred Scene, yeah. Genocide, Gangrena.
Genocide.
Yeah, but I don't think. Do you know any new bands from Portugal?
Yes, Serranbujo, Skinning. Is Skinning. What else more? Well, you last piece before
we played with Skinning last week.
Skinning. It was incredible, man. We loved you two. Was the incredible show the last week ago. Was incredible with Holocaust Cannibal. They are mad, man. They are fucking awesome. There was a really good show.
But I don't think the thing is bigger. I think the internet and it's easier to contact people, you know. I don't see many huge metal bands in Portugal at the moment. Yeah. That's my opinion. Yeah. But I also don't see it on the rest of the Europe. You know, it's things are more balanced. All bands there. When I start playing, I remember there was 2 or 3 good bands, and the rest were kids trying to make some noise. Now every band plays good, and you know, it's like.
It's very good. It's very
and it's easier to
make music,
and to get to the media, I suppose.
No, but the interest for me is not on the media. For me, the interest is on the people that listens. You know, for me, I think the people that buy our work, that respects the music that we are doing, you know, like it's totally fucking awesome, and I really want to thanks, you know, for each one of you that had buy our album. Was incredible. The first season, it's already well done, you know, and we are welcome. We are real welcome. I say hell yeah to every which one of you.
Great to know. So. We're talking about other aspects. How do you see now about the digital platforms nowadays? Because now the digital platform is a great tool to spread the music much better. But it's at the same time the digital platforms works well like the rest, like doing singles, playing just playlists around the world with this stuff, and it's not working like an album. So for you, the digital platform is good or bad for the music, and why the albums doesn't have the same impact compared to the 80s, compared to the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s?
I think the digital platform is good because in the end, it's where people really listen to music, you know. Of course, it's important to have a record and a CD or a vinyl and trying to sell it, but mostly are collectors who buy CDs and records now, and tapes. Now you see a lot of cassettes. But in the end, when we see the statistics of our music, it's like Spotify and YouTube. It's like 90% of music is played on Spotify and YouTube. So it's good for the bands. Okay. The money, in terms of money, the feedback is really low, but it allows us to have shows, and it's different circuit. We don't get money from records anymore. Any band doesn't get.
Yes, that's true. So returning to this new album, this first album, last piece before that. So usually the artist has an special songs into this new one to play more live than the others. So for you, which is the best songs to perform live compared to the others? Which songs brings you memories and anecdotes to play more?
Songs from the record, I think we
Yes.
like to play the singles. I think we like to play Devil's Road and Out of Luck. We like to play the singles, but we like to play. We play all songs like in the record, you know.
It was a single, man. For me, it's Portugal. Like each song. I think for me, it's a fucking single because I have to give my fucking mind off to sing that shit and say the things I say. It's really I give a fuck. For me, it's one single each. Yeah.
Yeah. In the end, we play all the album live, you know, even the acoustic version, the intro, and we call it A New Beginning and Kill Pop Music. We play it all, if we want. So it was a record made to be played live. You know, it was composed to be played live, and then we recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So until now, how was the reception of this Last Before Dead around the media?
The reception of the record?
Yes.
Yeah. Most of the times, I think it was very positive. There has been one or two less positive reviews, but sincerely, I wasn't expecting so many good reviews. You know, even
it was really
yeah,
good,
and even this like this last week, we heard an advertisement for this concert, and the guy who wrote that said it was a spectacular band to play for Ramp, who is a almost 30 years old band, you know.
Yeah.
And we're like,
kicking,
whoa,
man, you know?
Yeah, they like us. Yeah, that's good.
It was kicking because
But everybody has different tastes, so
we have fun, and we are doing something for everyone to have fun, you know, like playing, getting live. And if somebody gonna listen to us until now, we give a fuck up. Everybody gets crazy. Totally, it was totally fun. Yeah.
Okay. So now we are very close to end this interview. And what are the future plans that the band has for this last period before that? When I saw that you have a live concert now, and then so whether perhaps a video upcoming European tour or more tours upcoming,
yeah, we are
perhaps who knows?
We are kind of touring. It's Portugal is a small country, you know, and we don't have a planned tour, but we have some gigs and we're gonna play them, and we focus on each gig. Last week we made a very different show with projections, and today it's a different show, and we go like we strike each gig in a certain way, and each gig
for you to know, and for the people that still hear us, we change each fucking
set
for each fucking show, because if we're gonna play
to make it different,
because if we're gonna play to the motor guys, you know, we're gonna play a different kind of stuff. In the first, we're gonna play, the songs are the same, but the way we play it and the soul that we put it's totally different.
And even
you're gonna play like in the metal show, it's total fucking different. We get a high.
Sometimes Edgar uses his devil's custom, you know, and there's more a theatrical approach to the show, and sometimes it's like very old school and very dirty and sweaty. You know, it's not.
It's kind of sexy.
It depends.
Yeah. Well, guys, the sad times arrive at this interview. I hope you enjoyed this one as I did. And thank you very much for your time. Your first and last album, I did the review on Metallarium, so I really enjoyed it. You see the score there. So I hope you enjoyed this interview as I did. Well, congratulations for this new one. Perhaps do you want to add something to your new Latin American fans and Metallarium followers? Sorry.
First of all, we want to ask sorry for this interview and these conditions, because we're going for the sound check right now. We're running. It was nice. It's very nice to be here. and I hope we can reach new fans abroad and sorry, out of Portugal, you know, and I hope you like our music and give us some feedback. Talk to us.
If somebody wants to talk to us, it's just send last piece before death @gmail.com. It's really easy.
Send us an email or go to Facebook and
no, but fuck
send
Facebook.
us a message.
Fuck Facebook. Hello, Javier, and all the Metalarium fans in the world, all over. I'm Edgar Alves from Last Piece Before Death. It's really fucking good to be here, you know. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being heavy. Keep it strong, and thanks for the strength that you give me and the strength that I give it to you. Thank you, Javier.
Great.